Hi adventurous bakers, so I want to share a quick tutorial of how I turn this cake into a life-size shoe. So my client sent me an image since last year and finally reached a conclusion this year. So I got the template and I actually told him to send me the shoe so that I could work with a template. I got the template, I baked a sponge cake in rectangular pans, and then I cut out the cake using my template and craft knife, and I went over the cake and brushed it with cake syrup. When you are making life-size cake into objects, you have to work with syrup. This keeps your cake moist the last bite. The next thing I did was to keep carving out using my craft knife. This particular project wasn't difficult for me because I love creating cakes into life-size objects, so it wasn't difficult for me. So this is still me cutting out, trimming and carving out the cake into the design. So the tools I used for this particular design were my craft knife, my scissors, my modeling tools, fondant extruder, stitching wheel, and most especially, or most importantly, my hands. So when I was through, I crumb coated the cake that I already carved out. I crumb coated it and allowed the crumb coat set completely. Now the shoe itself has cracks because it's an old shoe. I wanted to have a memory of his journey during his struggling days, so it has crack. Then I went ahead to make crackled effects on my fondant. I shared a video on how to make crackled effects, and so the video is detailed and you can check that out. So I also used my smoother to smoothen. I covered the cake and went over designing, carving out, and the likes. So this is basically how I created this cake. Then for gluing my fondant to each other, I use water. Also for gluing my fondant on the cake, I also used water. Now I also went ahead to paint this cake with edible color black, because most times our edible colors do not usually give us the desired color we want, especially for black and red and sometimes purple or royal blue. So I went ahead and mixed my edible color with water and painted it. Now I use water because I'm in the dry season, but if it's rainy season, I'll use edible spirit or clear vodka that dries out faster. Now what I used to create stitches as if the cake was sewn is a stitching wheel. So I use it to create stitches to make it look real, and I was trying to at least get 90% of the cake looking like the shoe itself. So then I created hole for the shoelace using my dressing tool and went over and painted it. Then for the shoelace, I used my fondant extruder to have a uniform lace or rope for the shoe. So that was basically how I created this design. I hope you enjoyed the video.